Beastie Boys is here! Beastie Boys is gone! Beastie Boys! Beastie Boys is gone! Beastie Boys is here! Beastie Boys, look at Beastie Boys is here! I can't believe it! Beastie Boys! Look at Beastie Boys! Look at Beastie Boys is here! Beastie Boys! Welcome back to JJW Outdoors. Justin here. Today we have a package and I am super excited. And I wanted to open it up with you guys. If this is what I'm thinking, which it might be, it is super light, super long and skinny. I wonder if it's a bazooka. Let's find out together. All right, let's check it out. I've been waiting for this for a long time now. Now, I ordered this from Mystery Tackle Box. So can you guess in the comments below what it is? Are you ready for this? First things first, because it's very necessary. Alright, I feel way better now. Let's get to the big thing. Look at what I got. I am so excited about this. Now, I have never owned one of these. I have never hardly used one. I've probably used one fishing once, and that is about it. Check it out. I got myself a bait caster. I am so excited about this. Mine is a 7.5 foot rod, I believe it is. I am super excited. Now, we gotta get some line on this baby, and it's time to go fishing. Check out these pretty colors. Now, you guys gotta do me a huge favor in the comments below. Tell me if you prefer one of these over a spinning rod or even a push button rod. And let me know some tips and tricks if you have used one of these, because I have not. I've messed around with them a couple times, but other than that, I have never owned one. So let me know in the comments below if you have any tips and tricks for me. So the one I purchased from Mystery Tackle Box is the Lit Combo deal. So far I'm very impressed with the colors, the way it looks, the way it feels, and the action of the rod. I cannot wait to get some line on this. I have some line indoors. So let's get inside, let's spool this bad boy up, and let's do some fishing. So if you head on over to Mystery Tackle Box right now, which this video is not sponsored by Mystery Tackle Box, so if Mystery Tackle Box, if you see this video, please sponsor my video. But if you head over there right now and buy one of these rods and reels, you will be given a box with some lures in it. So I recommend you head over there right now and go purchase this rod and reel. Have Beastie Boys. So behind you guys right now, we are having a yard sale. So I figured, what better way than to put some line on my new rod and reel? Why not, right? So I'm using the AX Pro Braid fishing line. Now, let me get a bit closer to show you that. I bought this stuff off of Amazon. It is neon yellow, as you can see there. If you have any better fishing line that you use and you think I should put on this pole, please let me know in the comments below. I really would like to hear it. I'm going with braid in this time because it doesn't break as easy. And for this type of rod setup, you really want to have your heavier lures. But we're gonna spool this bad boy right on the rod. Let's do it. This is a 50-pound, 0.35 milliliter, 300-yard roll. All right, now that I have my rod and reel, I'm gonna open this line up. Just like this. Now this is the first time I have used braided line. In general, I usually just use a 4 to 6 to 10 pound depending on what I'm fishing for. Lately I've been using actually a 4 pound for bass fishing, which works great for me. You can't really yank on your pole, as you guys know, with 4 pound test. This stuff feels really crazy. Very, very crazy. So all I did, since I'm going to be doing this by myself, is I got a stick. I'm going to tap this stick through here, like that. I am going to put down here by my feet. I'm going to put it through my Crocs like this, because as you know, you got to wear Crocs. And just like that, now I can put this on my rod and it will spin as I'm reeling on my Crocs. But for right now, let's tie a knot. So let me know in the comments below what kind of knot you guys use. I am going to tie the arborist knot, which is the Canadian jam knot. Now if you go look back in my knots playlist, you will see that I tie the Canadian jam knot for you. I show in great detail how to tie it and why to use it. Right now, we're gonna use it to spool up our line. Let's do it. So there's a little hole on this one that I'm gonna pass it through just to get it so it spins around back to me. Makes it nice and easy to grab. And there we go. Now I'm gonna tie my arborist knot. There we go. Just like that, we're rocking and rolling. Now I'm gonna do my thing I was telling you about. Put it on my Crocs like this. I'm gonna hold the line with my fingers. And then I'm just gonna start reeling. I'll let it pass on itself a couple times so it grabs. And then I'm just gonna let it do its thing. Alright, now that that's done, let's cut it and I'll show you up close. As you see there, got my beautiful reel. Got all the neon yellow string on there. And now we're rocking and rolling. Now I'm going to cut this in a distance so I can string it through the fishing pole. We're ready for fishing. Alright, here we go. Time to cast this baby for the very first time. I tied a frog on, as you can see there, just to give it some weight, and I just want to see how it feels. So all I'm going to do right now is I'm going to test out my reel. So this spinning thing right here is what controls my drag. Now it's pretty loose right now, so I'm going to tighten it up a little bit. This piece here is what controls the drop of the frog right now, in this case. This is what controls the drop of the frog. So it's a little fast, so I'm going to tighten it up. There we go. That should be perfect. Now that that's all figured out, we are going to set this at 7.5. That's our magnet on the side. That allows our backlash to not be near as strong. Alright, let's just give it a cast. So when you cast these things, you want to keep your thumb on it. And this button you press down. You keep your thumb on it, and you want to fling it up. So that's what we're going to do right now. Ooh, that felt amazing. Now I'm mainly just playing with it. I'm mainly just trying to get a feel for it. Bro, I got a bunch of little fish following it right now. Anyways, if I was actually trying to catch a fish, I'd tie actually a rig on the front for some smaller fish. But for right now, I'm just kind of playing with it, getting a feel for it. Like I said, this is my first time with a bait caster, but I have casted a couple times before, so I already got that tips and tricks down kind of a thing. So how I found out about bait caster and got to use one
is from my neighbor. He is awesome, so I'm not gonna say who he is, but neighbor guy is awesome. I really appreciate him. So if he's watching this YouTube channel, thank you so much. You know who you are. But he taught me a couple tips and tricks for sure, what to do. What you don't want to do is you don't want to let your thumb off when it hits the water, because that's how you get your backlash. And then I watched a whole bunch of videos. So I recommend you go watch a bunch of videos on a bait caster if you're going to get yourself one. Alright, now let's see if I can control it. Okay, it gets out there pretty far. It really does. Now I think I want to back it off a little bit to see if I can get it out there a bit further. I'm loving this braided line so far. It's nice and bright, easy to see. I just hope the fish don't get distracted by it. Let's back the magnet off to 6 and see what happens. Definitely went further. I got a little bit of a backlash, so I'm actually going to go to 6.5. 6.5, 7. I'm loving the action. You can feel everything, which is super nice. See how fast it drops. So it's not dropping at all very fast. So I'm actually going to loosen that up a little bit. Oop, that's a little too much. There we go. Let's try that, see what happens now. Oh, okay. Here's what a backlash looks like. Let me get you a bit closer in the sunlight. As you can see here, I got a bunch of line out of there. It's going backwards. Here's what we need to fix. So I should not have loosened it. I was definitely wrong about that. All I'm going to do is tug on the line a little bit. This is why I wanted to use braided line for my first time on one of these bait casters, because it is easier to undo. You just got to wiggle it a little bit and see if you can get some things loose like that. So I'm going to teach you a little trick. The last thing you want to do with any type of fishing line, I don't care what it is pull your line really tight, because it actually ties a knot, and you know how a fishing line gets when you tie a knot. It does not come undone. So the last thing you want to do is ever pull super tight. Now that that's all taken care of, I'll wind her back up. Hopefully I got a fish on the end, right? So obviously it drops a bit fast, so I'm going to tighten it back up again, because I was way wrong on that. Let's give it a little flick. Way better. I think I got it now. There's my frog I'm using right now. Bait caster. So there you have it. That is how you use a bait caster, cast a bait caster, and get the backlash out of a bait caster. I hope you learned something. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, because there's gonna be a lot more adventures to come. So I talked about earlier mystery tackle box, and I got a free box with the kit. So I bought that, and I bought the frog. So I actually bought this frog. But all of these lures right here, all these lures, baits, couple hooks, all these came in this box for free if you go and order that pole right now. just keep in mind, I am not sponsored by Mystery Tackle Box, so I will not leave anything in the description below. I will leave their link to their website, but I will not leave the link to the actual fishing pole, to the actual Carl's bait and tackle stuff. I'm just gonna leave one simple link in the description below. You can go click on to go open up into Mystery Tackle Box. But it is not a sponsor paid thing, so I am not going to worry too much about it unless Mystery Tackle Box says, hey, I would love to sponsor your video, which I will be more than happy to leave all their stuff in the description below. So just go check it out.